Hello everyone, welcome to our Module 1. So we are getting really into the nitty-gritty of our first writing project in Module 1, and that first project is going to be a job ad analysis and a cover letter. And these are going to be so important and so valuable to you for when you get on the job market and start looking for your next job. And so I'm going to go through a lot of this, which is mainly just support material that will help you with this project. The only really submission that you're going to be doing this week is the yellow dig discussion. It's going to be our first yellow dig discussion, but let's look over here at what we have going on. Right here is, I'm going to open this up in a new tab so I can return to that. So right now, this is where you found this video, and this is just the overview of this project, of this module. But make sure that you take time and really study our first writing project, the instructions right here. I also have a short video where I go over some key elements of that, so I'm not going to go over many details right here, but understand that we are doing a job ad analysis and then a cover letter. And so this week we're focusing on finding those job ads, because it is going to be up to you to find two job ads, two logical job ads that align with your major, that align with your interests, your experience, and that are not, the top CEO or business owner or anything like that. Excuse me, I've got an alarm going off on my phone. But it's going to be logical, something that's going to be meaningful. And so you're going to study that, understand what is coming up, and then you're going to start reading. Okay, there's some great material in the textbooks. The assignment this week is chapters 15, 5, and the first part of chapter 16. And these will really help give you a foundation of what to expect in this type of writing. Also, these two videos are incredibly important. They are going to talk about employment documents, but also what it means to analyze that job ad and what kind of genres, what kind of material you will come across as you search for jobs when you go on the job market. And so I'm going to jump back here to an overview of the module. So the first thing we need to do is start looking for those job ads. And so I've added quite a bit of information here. First of all, what is a job ad or a job posting? This is just, I will open it too. Let me open it too. It's just an overview of what they are. It's a definition of what a job ad is. It's those, postings that you see on LinkedIn, on these other search engines, which I provide you here. Okay, these are different platforms through which you can find job ads. LinkedIn is really a good one. A lot of people are posting theirs on LinkedIn. And once you find a job that you think will work for your analysis, copy it. Because part of the submission for this project is you are going to provide me with a copy of that job ad, not just the link, because the links change so quickly on these job ads that, in a week or 2 weeks, it might not be working any longer. So once you pick a few that can work, make sure that you download them or save them, not just screenshot, but copy paste the material so that you can study it and use it in your analysis, but also that you can provide it to me in your final submission. And right here, this is a great video on how to read a job description. Okay. The other two things I'm providing here are a couple of things that I use in my in-person classes that we just don't have the time for in an online class, and this kind of ASU online where they have a instructional designer designing their coursework. But I thought I've had students in the past really tell me that these have been incredibly valuable. Okay, there are a couple worksheets, and don't get hung up on the word worksheets. This isn't anything that you need to submit, but I will go ahead and open them right here. They are just a couple worksheets that will help you kind of flesh out the job ad and write things down, write the action verbs, the terminology from that job ad that you need to focus on, and then a section where you can write out your experiences and how your experiences through school, through college, through the workplace, how they all can maybe meet the requirements of that language in the job ad. I'm also providing a company analysis worksheet, which is incredibly valuable also. You not only need to analyze the job ad, you need to analyze the company so that you can get to know the company and you can use their values, their current projects, their expertise. You can mention them in your cover letter and explain how you would be a good fit for that company. So that's going to be incredibly important. And so use those to help you create material for your analysis, but also for your cover letter. Okay, and that will bring us to our first yellow dig discussion. And so I'm going to show you really quickly how to access that. You will have these prompts provided every week for that week's discussions. Make sure that you go back and read the introductory material on yellow dig so you can get a good idea of how to use it, how to engage with it. But you will go down here and you can either access yellow dig, our main yellow dig discussion right here, or this little link will take you to our module 0 page that has the main link for the yellow dig. And you will come down here to the bottom and you will click on that and it will open up our discussion page. Let me make sure that I can move this over. All right. And so right here on the landing page are a couple little postings that I have shared that are just a little introduction. But to get into our first discussion, you will go over here and click on Create. You will find the module discussion. So this first module, the first discussion is going to be module 1. You'll click on that and that will open up the tab, the connection for this discussion. And then here is where you will type out your prompt or your response to the prompts. I recommend that you write up the draft on another platform and then copy and paste it here. But once you do that, you can also attach files. You can record yourself. You can add emojis. You can bring in an image or anything like that. Once you're done there, you will click submit. Okay, and you will be done. Once you're ready to respond to other people, you would simply go in and comment to other people. All right, so let me know if you have any questions on this week's activities, but have a great week.